Welcome to How to History. Today we are going to discuss the shield wall as well as other tools. Shield anatomy. The rim was typically made out of metal coated in leather and would hold the overlapping boards of the shield in place. The center boss was made out of iron or steel. The rim and center boss were the two strongest pieces of the shield. The grip allowed for the shield to be used with one hand and to turn it into an offensive tool as well as a defensive one. Shield walls worked by overlapping various shields together in a single line. These lines would then be ranked, with spearmen in between or behind. This created a range or measure of attack that allowed for both short, medium, and long-range attacks. It was an incredibly devastating fighting tactic. The weapons of the Vikings were incredibly sophisticated for their time period. Let's take a look at them. The first weapon I want to talk about was actually the most common and the easiest to make. This is the Viking spear. Spearheads ranged in many different sizes and shapes, as well as length of shaft. Here are the three main ones. The two most common types are the winged and the leaf shape. The narrow blade spear was used for throwing, and so wasn't used very widely on the battlefield. You don't want to throw your weapon away. But if you combine all three, in my personal opinion, you get a weapon that we're still using today, which is the modern bayonet. Now let's take a look at the weapon that is most associated with the Vikings, the battle axe. Like the spear, there are many different types of axes. These are the three major categories. In addition to being weapons used on the battlefield, these were also tools used at home. They had to be versatile. This is why one of the biggest myths about Vikings is such a huge deal. The double-headed axe is not historically accurate. It never has been. There's no archaeological record for it. Because simply put, a double-headed axe is not going to be used for anything but battle. Vikings wanted tools that they could use off the battlefield in camping as well as in the homestead. The next weapon I feel doesn't get enough fame associated with the time period and with the culture. The Viking sword was really an engineering marvel of its time. The Viking short sword, or sax, was a single-edged weapon with a slanting blade. These could be a variety of lengths, from dagger size to almost 3 feet. The broadsword, made out of crude steel, with a fuller, long blade that was tapered at the end, a very heavy pommel, typically wooden handle with wrapped leather, and a very heavy, often bronze or iron hilt, was really the powerhouse of the Viking. Despite their length and their width, the fuller allowed these weapons to be a lot lighter than what they appear, while still maintaining the blade's integrity and strength. I hope you guys liked this video. Tune in next time for Viking armor. Till next time, go make history.